Hi Sukesh, how are you?
Yeah, hi Rakesh. Fine, Rakesh.
Yeah. So Sukesh, can you tell me something about exception handling in Java? What is exception handling in Java?
Exception handling in Java, like we have two types, checked exception and unchecked exception. Checked exception means like it will be analyzed during a compile time, whereas in the unchecked exception will be like recognized during the runtime.
Hmm.
Few exceptions are there, like file not found exception,
Hmm.
maybe like SQL exception. But
Correct.
this error will be not related to any coding part. This
Hmm.
out of boundary. Whereas in the runtime exception, that is unchecked exception, these are all related to coding part.
Hmm.
Uh, we like index out of boundary or like error. Then um, no store, like if we are trying to give any invalid like
Hmm.
arithmetic exception,
Correct.
then no store like invalid, like on what is there.
What you're telling? No, you're
No,
telling
no, no.
something no
This
like
type
that.
of exception will be like related to unchecked type section. During the runtime, like we will get this type of exception. Like for unchecked exception, like there is no like compulsory to handle the exception in our code,
Hmm.
but it is better to handle it by using try catch. We can handle it. Whereas in the for unchecked exception,
Hmm.
like we should handle it compulsory by using throws keyword in the method signature, like we can handle it.
Fine. Fine. So you have exceptions, right? So you have two types of exceptions. One is your user-defined exceptions. One is your built-in exceptions, right? Let's
Yes.
share the screen. So built-in exception again has two further types, which you were telling. One is checked exception, one is unchecked exception. So checked exception, you will have class not found, interrupted exception, IO exception, SQL exception, right? These are all your checked exceptions. In unchecked exception, you can have this kind of thing like arithmetic is there, array index out of bound is there, null pointer is there. So these are all your unchecked exceptions, right? So
Yes.
that's how you can define the two things. And then exception handling. So then you have try catch. You can use those particular things for handling the exceptions, right? So that is, you can tell. Great. Okay. Then, okay. What is super keyword in Java?
Super keyword, like first of all, like when it's come to constructor, like we cannot inherit from one class to another. Like constructor, we cannot inherit it from class A to class B. In
Hmm.
that case, like super keyword will be very useful, so
Okay.
that we can invoke for particularly, like it is helping in invoking previous class constructor
Hmm.
methods or maybe instance variable.
Okay.
During like inheritance is not possible for constructor, so
Hmm.
in that case, to invoke previous class constructor, we can go with super keyword.
Super keyword. Right. Right. Okay. What is the difference between throw and throws?
Throws and throw.
Yeah, both are keywords only.
Yeah, throws means like as I said, it will be used for checked exception to
Hmm.
handle compile time error, to
Hmm.
handle it. Throw keyword, I don't know about throw.
Okay, no problem. So let me share the screen. So if you understand very minor differences there, one is throw and one is throws. S is coming after it, right? So throw keyword, as you mentioned correctly, it is used to throw an exception explicitly, right? Throws keyword, it is used to declare the exception, right? And throws keyword is actually used in the method signature itself, next to the method signature, while throw keyword is used along with try catch exception. So it would be enclosed with that thing, right? So you have throw keyword and it is always followed by an instance of the throwable type or exception type. And throws keyword is followed by an exception just with a comma separating them. So that's how you can write. This is the syntax of throw. This is the syntax of throws keyword, right? Both are keywords only in Java, right? So how many keywords are there in Java?
How many keywords are there?
Yeah, so there are 67 keywords in Java, right? Okay, fine. Um, Okay, what is static keyword in Java? Why do we
Static
need static keyword? Yeah.
static keyword of like especially like to without creating object we can invoke the static method
Hmm.
from class, so it will be very useful.
Right.
That's the main thing.
Correct. So whenever you get this kind of question, you can have a conversation with the interviewer. Do you want me to give you some example or a program? So one of the example, you can just showcase like this. You can create one program, simple static access is the name of any name of the program you can give. Then create one static method in that. That is my demo method. And add one simple println statement. Then you create one main method and you call that particular static method. So you can see it is directly called. There's no need of creating an object.
Object without
That
creating
is, yeah. So static is a keyword which is used for the memory management purpose. Your memory is getting saved because objects are not getting created. If objects are getting created, then your memory will not be getting saved, right? So that's how you can. Okay, so static is done. Okay. When will you use these static variables and methods?
uh,
So one thing is when you have to take care of the less number of objects, but apart from that,
apart from that
mhm.
Nora.
So static variables methods are generally used when you have to share some data or you have to share some functionality across multiple instances of the class, right? So you have multiple classes, you have multiple instances of them, and you want to share the same functionality over everything. So you can go for the static keywords in those kind of things, right? So that is where the static things would be used. Mm, fine. What is an abstract class?
Abstract class, like in abstract class we will have mainly like without having method body, like
Mm,
we will have only method signature, like by using like we can invoke in a like class from class A to class B we can invoke, but in abstract class we can have abstract method and non-abstract method both,
mm,
especially like by using like in abstract class like it is not we cannot achieve 100% abstraction by
mm.
creating
Correct.
abstraction mainly.
Okay.
Then
Then,
like if in a class if there is one method as abstract, definitely like a class the like class should be abstract. Then like it is a part of oops concept
correct.
in my in in our like yeah, that's it.
Okay. Can you write a simple program using abstract class?
Yeah, I can write.
So let me give you screen sharing rights. Yeah, you have. Okay. You have created one abstract class, and in that you have abstract method as well. Yeah, done.
Wow.
No worries. Take your time.
It's done.
Yeah. So can you walk me through this program? So you have created one of the abstract class that I can see. And then what you are doing is,
Here I created an abstract class,
Mhm.
written abstract method. Then by using extend keyword, I created a method body.
Okay.
Again, like I extended by creating one more class.
Mhm.
So by abstract class, like we cannot create any object. So I extend one more time and I printed something. In main class, I created object of this add one.
Mhm.
Then I'm trying to
So
print.
you can create one abstract class, you can create one abstract method, and then you create one normal class in which you have that normal method as well as you can see the abstract method. So let me show you one thing, right?
But why it is showing here? Okay, sure.
Yeah. Make add return boolean. Okay. Can you scroll up? Let me see the entire program once. You have written void add. Two times you have written the same void add. Class add one extends adding. And yeah, what is the error that you're getting here?
Here, make it make add return boolean.
Okay. So void add that you have kept in the 20th line. That should
Okay.
return boolean. That's what it is still.
But simply I'm printing straight.
Yeah. Okay. Scroll up once. Void add. Once. Okay. Class launch you have created. Okay. So this add operation that you were calling in the main method, there you had to add as boolean,
Okay.
right? So class add one is extending adding. What is adding? Installer, what is adding? Okay. Adding, oh, okay, got it. See, above in the fifth line, you had abstract boolean add, right? That is
Oh
why this was written earlier itself, right?
no, maybe automatically it has taken maybe.
Hmm.
Initially I wrote void only.
Hmm. Okay, so initially it was void, but it is asking you to take it as some data type, right? Something to return.
Oh yeah, now it is showing again. It is showing error here.
Send me this code. Let me check and let me tell you. Yeah. Send me this code in the chat box.
Shall I stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, yeah. Can you send me the code?
Yeah, in chat section I have shared, Rakesh.
In the chat section, you should. Okay, let me see. So the code is where? Yeah, here. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me copy paste this. Okay, got it. So what you need to do is this code that you have written, instead of writing that code, you can write this kind of code. See, I have updated this particular code. You have abstract class. Okay. Within that, you have created the abstract method. What I did is I extended these two things, right? This is one of my class. This is also one of my class. And I am actually using the same void add method. Now I'm creating an
Oh,
object here, right, of prac2, right? Prac2 is my different class. I can create an object of my different class. Okay, I'm not creating an object of this. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm creating an object of my add1 class.
okay.
And then I'm calling the method add. So if you create the code in this manner, you won't get an issue. So in the code that you have sent, so let me show you that as well. So this is your code that you had shared, right? So here, if you
Yeah.
see this thing you have kept void add, okay? And this is your code or this is my code? Wait, I think it didn't copy. Okay, jump to the latest. Okay, you have sent two codes.
No, only one code I have shared.
Fine. So this is your code actually that you have shared in the chat box.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what you are doing is you are calling this method twice here. Okay.
Okay.
But if you see the abstract class, so this is your abstract class, and then you have one more abstract class which is extending the abstract class actually, right? So what you have done is you have created two classes. One is your abstract class, and one more is your abstract class, which is extending again your abstract class only. And then you have created two classes. This is your normal class, and this is your add1 class. So here you are trying to create an object of the add1, right?
Yes.
And here, since the methods are void, it will not return anything to you. And
Okay.
that is why I think you will get an issue here. You'll get an error here, right? One more simple program I'll showcase to you with respect to abstract class. So if you get this kind of question, so you can simply create a code in this manner. See, this is your code. You have, this is your package itself. Okay. Then you take this class, this is your abstract class. Within this class, you have got an abstract method. Now you create one class which is extending your abstract class. Okay. And then you create one method in that. Okay. Just simple method of deposit. Then in the main method, what you need to do is you need to create an object of this bank. Okay. And you'll write RBI object and then object dot deposit. So this method will be called. Right? This is an example of your abstract method,
Abstract.
right? So that's how you can. Okay, what is polymorphism?
Polymorphism, like performing different, like multiple action in
Hmm.
performing single action in different ways.
So,
Like this can be achieved, like we have two types. One is compile time, second one is runtime. Compile time polymorphism can be achieved by method overloading,
okay,
whereas runtime can be achieved by method overriding.
correct, true. Okay, great. So, what are arrays in Java?
Arrays in Java means like where we can store multiple data in a single group. We can store in arrays only. We can store like homogeneous data can be stored. Like if
Hmm.
you are trying to store int, only int data can be stored. Like then yeah, that's it regarding arrays. To store group of object, we can use array.
Right, right. What is hash map?
Hash map. Hash map means in this like mainly we can store like we can store in the manner of key value pairs.
Hmm.
Key value pairs like then uh, like insertion order will not be maintained. Whatever we are trying to call in hash map, insertion order will not be maintained. Then second thing, then in hash map, like if we're trying to add any like add any elements means like here we are using put method to
Okay.
add the data.
Hmm.
Set and in array list we are using add,
Hmm.
but in hash map like we'll be using put method to add the details.
Okay.
In our automation, like if we are trying to call any, like we will be using two URLs, maybe test URL and pre-prod URL production. In
Correct.
that case, if we need to use those URL with a single in that case we can go with hash map to
Hash.
invoke the.
Correct. And basically, one of the important statement that you have to tell is a hash map is nothing but it's a collection concept, but it's a combination of key value pair, right? You will have key and you will have variable. So that URL example you were given. So every environment will have a set of credentials, one username with one password, one username with one password. So those kind of things you can tell. Okay, great. Fine. Then can you write a program in Java to check if the two strings are anagram of each other or not? Right. So for example, if I give you two string, so S1 is equal to keep, S2 is equal to peak, right? So these are your two strings. So you need to
Okay.
check if those are anagram of each other or not. So let me, I think in S1, I forgot to mention the double inverted comma.
What will be the output in anagram?
Yeah, so the
Oh,
output is true or false, right? What is anagram? Anagram means if you arrange the words in from right, from left to right, or you come from right to left, the words remain the same. So for example, keep and peak are anagram of each other,
got,
right? Similarly, if you take this
got it.
string, madam, that is also anagram. If you reverse it, then also it would become MADAM, right? So that is an anagram. So you have to check if the two strings are anagram of each other or not. So first string is keep, second string is peak. So can I tell you the solution?
Okay, yes.
Yeah. See, basically, when you get this kind of a problem statement, so you have to check the two strings are anagram of each other or not.
I'm trying to execute Rakesh, but it is invoking previous.
No
Can I
problem.
share this?
Sorry. Yeah, you can try after this thing. See, if you are checking two strings, let's say one string is madam, another string is, let's say, hello world, then if the length of the string itself are not equal, then they cannot be anagram for sure, right? So the very first checkpoint that you will keep is with respect to length, right? So these
Okay.
are your two strings, whichever strings. So this is one of my function which I am creating. In this, I'll replace all the, using this regular expression, I'll replace the white space and then I'll check the length of the two strings. If it is not same, then status is false. Okay, Boolean is a variable that I have taken. Now, if those are same, the length of two strings are same, then what I'll do is I'll convert the strings to the character array. You remember one thing, whenever you have to check with respect to each and every element in a string, always you have to convert it to the character array. Character array means you can traverse one by one through the character, right? So that is your char array. Then you will sort both the arrays. So you are sorting them, right? So once you are sorting both of them, that means now if both are equal, you would get the true result. So then we have created the status variable that we have created. In that, we will check if both the arrays are equal or not. If both are equal, okay, after sorting, then that means your S1 and S2 are anagrams. If not, that means both are not anagrams, right? So you can check with this calling this function in the main method, right? That's the final thing that you have to do, right? Is this clear now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Sukesh, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
No, Rakesh.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.